Hello guys, I'm super excited for this new YouTube video. So today I'm going to talk about my new cushion foundation, which is the CLIO Luminous Edition. So CLIO had a collaboration with Harry Potter and they did several projects from cushions to eyeshadow palettes, and it just happened that I was in Seoul when they did this collab, and as a Potterhead I just had to get this cushion foundation. So you could buy only the cushion foundation, but I got this pack, which you also get a keyring. So my sister got Dobby and I got Hedwig, so I was really happy about it because I really wanted to get this cute owl. And oh my gosh, the packaging is actually so cute. So let me show you. So that's how the cushion looks like. I got it in 21C. So if you watch my previous video with the Daisy hard cushion, I actually picked it in a shade darker, but I did my color analysis in Seoul and they told me that I can go way lighter with my foundation. But I think it's also a cultural thing because I noticed that in South Korea the girlies tend to wear foundation that's lighter, whereas in Western countries, I feel like girls tend to pick a foundation that's way darker than their natural skin tone, and they try to match it with natural or fake tan. And so I decided to go in between because they recommended me to get the shade 1917, and I usually get 23. So I was kind of a bit skeptical, so I decided to go in between. And they told me that I'm cool tone, so I thought I was neutral, but I'm actually more cool tone than I expected because they use a certain machine to figure out my skin tone. So yeah, I got it in 21C and that's how it looks like inside. So inside we have this on the mirror, and for the pad that's how it looks like. Super cute. So I'm going to take off the mirror, the sticker on the mirror. As you can see, I haven't tried it yet because I want to do a first impression, and knowing that it's a shade that's kind of lighter than the ones I usually get, I didn't want to try it for work, so I'm now at home doing my, experiments. So that's how the cushion looks like. And now let's try it out. So I just want to mention that I did my skincare way early in the morning, so all the creams have absorbed. I don't use any primer. I usually don't really use any primers with my foundations, and I won't use any here because I want you guys to see how it looks like if you don't use any primer before. So here we go. Okay, so it's quite light, not gonna lie, but oh my gosh, I get so much product. With the Daisy one, I actually need to go back with my pump several times, not pump, the pad. But here I got honestly so much product, but I just don't know what to do with it. So be mindful of that. You don't need to actually use the pad quite a lot on the cushion. Oh my gosh, I'm even doing my other side. I have so much products. So guys, I'm back. That's the finished result. As you can see, it does match me because I was getting a bit concerned when I was dabbing the product because on camera it looks so much lighter on my neck and just like way too pale. But then I took a step back, I looked in the mirror and I was like, no, Vicky, you're that pale. So it is a perfect match. Also in terms of tone, I was a bit skeptical about how much the cool tone will suit me, and it did look good. It does look good. So I'm really happy about that because even during the color analysis, the lady did mention that I have a lot of pink in my skin, but that neutral foundations also work on me if I want to cancel out that pinkish shade. So yeah, so I can do both, but honestly I'm so happy with how the cool tone looks on me that I think I might now try more cool foundations. But overall, I was also a bit panicking because the amount of product I got from just one dab was insane. I just slightly touched the pad, the cushion, and I got so much product. I did my whole face with just one dab. So I think in the long run, it will be really interesting in terms of the quantity you get for the price. Because I'm comparing it to the basic cushion I'm using right now, and I need to dab way more to get product on my face. Here just one dab did my whole face. So now the plan is that I will put makeup on, and then I'll do several check-ins during the day to show you how it looks like, if it moved, if it turned orange or not. So I will do small updates throughout the day. And yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm not going to put any powder on my face because I want you guys to see how it looks like in a few hours naturally without powder. And FYI, my skin type is normal, so I'm saying this so you can compare, I guess, my result to yours, because it will obviously depend on if you have dry skin combination or oily. So yeah, in terms of the how it looks like on the face, it's definitely semi-matte, it's not glowy, and it looks really natural, not cakey at all. So I'm really pleased right now with my first impression of the cushion. So let's check back in a few hours. Hey guys, so it's been an hour, now it's 1 p.m. and I did my makeup. So for the products that I used this eyeshadow palette from Basic. The pink one, I believe they have a more peachy one, but I took the cool tone. And then in terms of blush, I used the other Basic palette, which is Lip and Cheek, also cool tones. And for my lips, I used the Roman Peony Ballet, which is a pink lipstick. So I honestly didn't go overboard with makeup. I didn't use any contouring, I actually never do that, but I also didn't use any concealer because I want you guys to see just how the cushion looks like after 1 and more hours. So I'll do another update in a few hours. Hey guys, so this is my last update of the day for the cushion foundation, and honestly I'm super happy with how it looks. So now it's almost 7 p.m. I decided to wrap it up now and not at 8 p.m. because it's getting quite dark since it's supposed to rain again. And so I've been wearing it basically pretty much for 7 hours, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. As you can see, it didn't move, it still looks really natural, it didn't get oilier or greasier, so the results are amazing. Also it didn't get orange, that's also an important thing. So I'm really happy with how it looks and also with the shade match. So 21C worked for me perfectly, knowing that my other cushion foundation in Basic is 23N or 21N. Don't remember, I'll write it somewhere here. So this is definitely lighter than the usual numbers I get, but it still really works well on me. It's my perfect match. So be mindful when you try cushion foundation that sometimes the lighter ones might not be as light as you expect. Also, another recommendation would be that if you're looking into more semi-matte or matte foundation, then this one is really good. It looks really natural. I don't feel the need to use any powder, so, and again, I have a normal skin type, but I feel like it would still work perfectly for combination skins. For oily skin, I think maybe a little bit of powder after a few hours, but honestly nothing drastic. And I think it would still feel really comfortable even if you have dry skin. So it's a really good all-around foundation. So yeah, that is basically it for my first impression of the CLIO foundation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you in another one really soon. Bye!